Okay, so we just started the Hachie 50. We're doing the marathon distance today. My wife and I had a little trouble with my camera, so I had to reformat my SD card, and so I kind of missed the start. But it's surprisingly cool. It was supposed to be about 70 and cool down to 60, but I think it's about 50 out, so I really didn't come anyway. But it should be a nice day. There'll be a lot of people that'll run fast. I think they changed the course a little bit, and I'm used to doing I've done the 50 miler here multiple times, so where you do a 10-mile loop, but we're doing a shortened like 8.7 mile loop 3 times for the marathon. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. There's forecast rain all day, but so far it's actually holding off pretty good. They delayed the start by 4 hours to try to miss the worst of it, which was earlier today. So hopefully we'll luck out. Okay guys, so I just thought I'd give an update. I really didn't get any more recording done at the race. Every time I was ready to pull out my camera, it was raining. When I was recording at the beginning, I had trouble, so I was just walking, but I walked probably the first 5 minutes because I was having trouble with my camera, and then I started running, and I actually felt pretty good for a while. I'm still not really in condition to probably be running a marathon, but I was running 4 minutes, walking 1 minute. Felt pretty good for the first little over 7 miles, which isn't great, but then I took a 3-minute walk, and then I changed my intervals. I was just running 2 minutes, walking 1. I finished my first loop, which was officially 8.7 something miles. I think on my watch I had 8.9 something. It took me about an hour and 45 minutes. So I was averaging like 11:30 or 11:40 per mile. And I had that, like I said, the initial 5-minute walk. And then I also took a bathroom break in there that cost a couple minutes. So anyway, but after that it was really raining quite a bit. And there was lightning and thunder. And I kind of lost a little motivation to run, so I was just walking some of the next loop. I was planning to at least walk the next loop. I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to finish the marathon or not. And then I got about 2.5 miles out, probably from the turnaround out on the next loop. It was 3 times 8.7 or 8.8 or whatever it was. Is what it was supposed to be for the marathon. But I got 2.5 miles out, and all of a sudden I get notified that the race had been canceled. There was enough lightning in the area and up close that the local Waxahachie police came and told the race director he needed to cancel the race, so they stopped it. I turned around and ran in it, met up with some other people that were walking back to the finish line. So by the time I got back, I was a little over 13 miles. But it was a little disappointing. We weren't able to finish the race. Part of me was not so disappointed because like I said, instead of it being like the weather app had said it was going to be like 70 degrees and then drop to the upper 50s, instead we started off in the 40s, and I don't think we ever got much above 50. So it was pretty cold, and there was about a 20 mile per hour wind, and it was raining a lot. So I was wearing a rain jacket. I kind of got soaked through that and was really cold and shivering. I didn't have gloves on because I was expecting warmer temperatures and warmer conditions. So my hands were really cold. I was just really having trouble working my fingers even. So every time I thought about getting the camera out, I was like, I'm gonna have trouble controlling it anyway, and it was raining so much that it just wasn't gonna be good pictures. So I really didn't take any more video. So kind of a anticlimactic finish with the canceled race, but still had some fun. Getting in 13 miles is still a good effort for me, good long effort for me these days. I think it's still good training for the Firefly 12-hour that I'm planning at the end of April. And I got to see a lot of friends out there. That race is super well supported. Paul Box and his team in Waxahachie that puts on the Hachie 50 does a great job. Little local event. They've got Chamber of Commerce usually at one aid station. They real often had Boy Scouts at another aid station. Anyway, it was really well supported and well done until it ended. But I got to see multiple friends, both that were doing the marathon, and then I saw some friends that were also doing the 50-miler. There was actually, as far as finishers, there was about 3 hours into the marathon time, 4 hours into the 50-miler before the race was canceled. So there were no 50-milers that had finished, and there was one marathoner that finished, that did like a 2:52 marathon and finished like, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes before they closed the course. So anyway, a little disappointing, but it was still a nice day out. Packed up afterwards, headed home. It was about a 45-minute drive, but anyway, they had tried to avoid it. They saw that probably the worst thunderstorms were coming in the morning, so they delayed the start by 4 hours and thought it was going to be all right, but it just didn't work out. Probably a race that I'll do again in the future. Anyway, so now I'm just going to go back to trying to run about every day, build up my mileage, and hopefully be better prepared when we get to the Firefly race in North Carolina, April 24th. Anyway, that's really my update for today. Like I said, sorry there's not more footage. I'll put the relive of the course that I ran right after this. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting the thumbs up, the like button. If you're interested in any more of my content or hearing about any of my future adventures, please consider subscribing to the channel. And other than that, I hope you're having a wonderful day and keep moving.